How do you not? We're missing out on damage, but it's just like so good to take draws, right? And then we get another tribute because of that, which remakes the spirit, and then we're back to the rat attack. Hello, good game. Welcome back, ghouls and goblins. How are you all doing today? I hope you're having a magical day. New mic placements. If this sound quality isn't perfect, definitely let me know because I want to make it that way, all right? We had a couple of comments about that in the last video, and, I appreciate that so much because in a large part, it is thanks to you, the viewer or the fan of the channel, to which we owe a lot of our success to, right? A lot of the quality improvements originates with you guys, the viewers, so don't hold back. I love constructive criticism. Let me know in the comments below. I really do appreciate it. But that's not what today's video is about. We have a new Kamigawa Neon Dynasty deck to share. Aristocrats. This is an Orzhov token / sacrifice build, and I call it just a drain deck, if you will. We're going to break down the deck list, talk about the strategies, the synergies held within, demonstrate all of this within our gameplay footage, wrapping up with our final thoughts and deck review, and of course, card of the day. So make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, share the video and channel to your friends. Have you seen Hello Good Game on YouTube? He's trying to reach 40,000 subscribers. He makes such great content. Go check him out, right? Stuff like that. It's a little icebreaker. Maybe just be doing that to strangers on the street, right? That is how you meet people after COVID, you guys. Huh? You've been wondering how? I've solved the problem. Okay, so let's take a look at this white and black sacrifice tokens deck in standard mythic rank. Alrighty. Aristocrats. Try saying that 5 times, right? This is a 60 card standard best of 1 Kamigawa Neon Dynasty deck with a 2.7 average mana value, 4 creatures, 32 non-creatures, 24 land. We love it. Hollowed Haunting. I heard this so many times the last couple of days, and it made me laugh. People are like, oh, Hollowed Haunting's broken now. Guys, it always has been. For 4 mana and enchantment, as long as you control 7 or more enchantment enchantments, creatures you control have flying and vigilance. Whenever you cast an enchantment spell, create a white spirit cleric creature token with this creature's power and toughness are equal to the number of spirits that you control, right? So we want to stack copies of Hollowed Haunting, make a ton of spirits, and then those spirits will power each other up, which is quite nice. Eventually they'll gain flying, which is pretty cool. And, this is kind of the main course as far as consistent token generation goes, because the majority of our cards in here are enchantments, 34 enchantments, as you see here. So whenever we play an enchantment, it's going to trigger that, make a token. Very, very good. Now, how can we make this even better? Well, we can play enchantments that themselves make tokens, right? So tribute to Hirobi, each opponent makes a 1/1 black rat token for 2 mana for the first 2 triggers of it, and then when you exile and transform it into Echo of Death's Wail as a 3/3 with flying and haste, you gain control of all rats, grabbing those tokens back, which is really cool. And then whenever it attacks, you may sacrifice another creature if you do draw a card. And the amount of draw within this build is kind of silly, and it's really what the deck was missing. So, making tokens through enchantments, tribute to Hirobi. We also have Feladar's Retreat for 4, and enchantments. When a land enters play on top of it for the landfall ability, choose 1. Creatures you control get +1/+1 and gain vigilance, or create a 2/2 cat creature token, and that's that cat that we love. There's also Wedding Announcement for 3 and enchantments when it enters the battlefield. At the beginning of your end step. I get ahead of myself. Put an invitation counter on it, and also summon a 1/1 white human creature token. And then if there are 3 more counters on it, you'll transform it. You will not summon a token if you attack with 2 creatures. In this case, you'll draw a card, which is pretty cool. So again, an enchantment that makes a token, and eventually it will power all of your creatures or tokens up, which is pretty cool. We have Dockside Chef. This doesn't necessarily make a token, but it kind of does. For 1 mana, it's a 1/2 enchantment creature, so it is an enchantment which will trigger it, and it itself is a creature, which is another body in play, which is really what we're looking forward here to. And then the Okiba Reckoner Raid, when it transforms, it's a creature, right? So this is an enchantment for 1. When it enters and on your next draw step, each opponent loses 1 life and you will gain 1 life. And then, you know, it's a 2/2 with menace. Vehicles you control have menace as well, right? So dealing 2 damage, gaining 2 life, and it's a creature, and it's an enchantment, which will make another creature through the haunting, right? So you can kind of see how all that value stacks up. We're making all of these tokens because we have Meathook Massacre. And not only will we, you know, gain life and deal damage when creatures are dying in play, but it itself is an enchantment which will trigger the Hallowed Haunting. When it enters play, it will give each creature -X/-X until the end of turn. 2 black mana plus X, obviously. And then whenever a creature you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life. Whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, you'll gain 1 life. So this is really the sustainability within the deck. And then we have more creature-based enchantments through Curse of Leeches that will transform into the creature Leeching Lurker. It's a 4/4 with lifelink, which is pretty cool as far as survivability goes. It also is a very nice drain enchantment. As at the beginning of enchanted players' upkeep, they'll lose 1 life and you'll gain 1 life. Really, really cool stuff here, right? We have control of the field through 2 copies of Dunescar, backing up the Meathook Massacre, right? Just to destroy everything. Most of our value is held within enchantments, and we don't mind if the field gets wiped. And now one of the coolest things in the build that actually also generates a creature as an enchantment, the Restoration of Inganjo for 3. Search your library for basic planes, put it into your hand, and then shuffle. Then discard a card when you do. Return target permanent with mana value 2 or less from your battlefield to the from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped, which is nice because you can discard a land, grab it into play tapped, and now your ramping is mono white. Woof. Well, in this case, Orzhov, white and black, but you know what I mean, right? It's a white card. And then exile it and transform it. It's a 3/4 with vigilance, enchantment creature, Fox Monk with vigilance. I think I said that. And whenever it attacks or blocks, create a 1/1 colorless spirit creature token. So this is like crazy good. It's ramping you. It's making the land drops consistent when it enters. And then it's a creature that generates creatures as an enchantment. So that is such an amazing card. There's so much value here. You're going to be seeing a lot of that. I believe that is everything. We have Seed of the Empire to destroy things if we want 4 damage to attacking or blocking creature. Eye of the Hive Tyrant to control our opponent's graveyard. And then just some, you know, normal lands for consistency's sake. No sideboard, best of 1, no Learn. Thank the Lord, Learn is dying off. I was so sick of adding those cards to my best of 1 sideboard every single deck. So, this is Aristic Rats, an Orzhov mid-range deck that really relies on life drain. The Raid, the Massacre, the Leeches, it's all just so darn good. Thanks for watching the Deck Tech. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Share the channel to your friends as well. We have a Linktree link with lots of cool goodies in that. Enjoy today's gameplay footage, and then we'll wrap up after this with our final thoughts. Alrighty, our opponent goes first. We reposition the mic. I think it should be a little better, but definitely let me know in the comments. Keeping 7. Should be fine. 5 out. Pathway for white. Tribute it up. Oh, that's very bad. Oh, we're always kind of shooting ourselves in the foot here, it would appear. They can crew the rats. We don't like that. I might just Meathook them. Right? Just deal with it. Restoration seems like a good next move. If 3 black land, you know, it's as easy as... Okay, they crew the ninja. Sack the rat, right? And then that pushes up the Ripper, which actually leaves the field, so it's good against Meathook. I would imagine they sacrifice it, right? Yeah, okay, that's good. Tribute to Hirobi lets us down yet again. Our only hope is to ramp. They're going to take our Meathook away from us, which is pretty brutal. Fighting Palm Ninja, OP. Pushing up their creature. This might be better for us to run within that 2-drop over the Hirobi. Some matches it works great. Other matches not so much. Hopefully they crew and don't have us. Okay, great. That's better than it appears. I mean, taking 5 damage isn't great. It would have happened either way. But this way we get to keep access to our hand, which is pretty good. Nice. Hit for 6 actually this way. Almost dead, in fact. At least we get a chump blocker. Let's discard a land. Bring it back. Then we play our land. We could hook for 2. That's not getting us anywhere. So let's just drain some life, grab some life. We need that. And then the wedding announcement is pretty decent also. No attacks. We get the 2 blockers. +2 on the ninja. Oof. We still block it though, right? We can't? Yikes. Good for them. And then they take our meat hook from us. Dropping the menace counter. It's very, very good. They don't drop the menace counter. Interesting. We only have a meat hook for 4, though. And we also are losing life thanks to that. Fantastic. Oh, this is just until end of turn, so we can still wipe this for 3. And that's going to help clean things up. Let's attack first, right? I mean, I don't want to miss damage. Do we take the draw? Yeah. Draws are important. I mean, it's only 1 damage. It doesn't give us lethal. Hook for 3, and then we can play... Oh... Honestly, probably the raid. Does this come back? It's a different card here. When it dies, return it to the battlefield under its owner's control. So here it is. So I guess, well, we get the creature through the wedding announcement. We should probably just play another just in case they have removal. Oh, and we attacked with more than 1 creature, so it's a good thing we did. Oh, we're just, we're screwed here. They're getting 3 damage in because they can crew Torshiro with the Soul Ripper. Yikes. So they have 3 mana, and if they remove a single creature, they win. Right? 7 menace is going to be too much. Dang. Nice. That was an exile as well. That's game. Oh, only menace if they sacrifice, but they will here. That's really, really good. Why didn't they? Why not take lethal? Interesting. They most certainly just had lethal. Definitely curse. Helps us stay alive. Gain that life. And why not? We can grab something like Hirobi back. Is that good? Probably not. No attacks. Oof, we're so close to being dead here. We dodged the -1, which is actually nice. They'll just push up the menace attack to 5/5 now. They do -1? Did it? It went to -1 and then went back, and now went to +2. I think they Z'd that and were able to go back. They should have lost the effect. That would have been better. For us, anyways, of course. Just block. Oh no. Oh no, I thought we could decline and still take one. It's only if we do discard. But we don't want to give them rats really either. But we have the raid in the grave. Oh, we just effed up so bad. We punted. We just Omega punted. We could have dealt 1 damage, gained 1 life, ×2, and then had a 2/2 back. Hashtag my bad. We do have the Hive available to block, and life gain with the Lurker if we can dodge removal. We're close. They're at 8, we're at 7. We have the hook advantage. We have 2 more creatures coming out in front of the hook. They do have the removal. They're hitting us for 6. They 7. They still have lethal. Dang, yo. It's the exiles that are getting us. So again, they have lethal here. But they're tapped. I'm actually going to take it. Oh my gosh. Because this does not have haste. It's not the Hirobi. Do we play defensively? We're so low on life, I think I have to. Right, like they can crew the Ripper with that. So if they had removal, they could remove 1. Through the Ripper, sacrifice for lethal. So that's why we needed to keep the Hive back. And this way, if they did have removal, they'd only hit for 2 with the other memory. We will make a 1/1 when we block with the Restoration, so if they have removal, it needs to go there. They're putting counters out, which is really good. Well, we've got 2 lands, friend. God, which one do I take? You can't. They're both lands. They get the counters. Oh, that'll give them lethal. No, we have the Hive. Saves us. Hive saves us. As long as they don't have removal for 1. They should have put the life gain on the Ripper. I think we just won. Are you kidding with this land? Somehow we box our way through this. I don't know how. I think they missed lethal, and then we super punted. But hey, you know, it's not easy being in the top 1%, you guys. It's a struggle always. These playlines are complicated, especially with new cards, right? Going first. Mulligan, bad land. Well, here's all the land, but we have a wipe, and I like that. Keep 6. Toss a Sanctum. Chef it up. What's for dinner, chef? Cat soup. That doesn't sound good. Hit for 1. Worried about a Doomscar. Right. The cat, guys. Let's go. Let's just toss the Scar over. I don't think it's a good card in this matchup, but we'll see. They get the draw. We're just dealing damage. The Brine Comber, making a token. Interesting. Do they double block? No, they just take the damage. Also interesting. We get hit for 3, down to 18. They draw. Maybe that's not great, but... Ooh. Full-load Haunting. We haven't played a land. Get it out of the way, right? Looking for a hook. They take our retreat. No, they take the creature? Say what? That draw sucks. We should have dealt with that so long ago. Self-sacrifice. Land. Oh! Yeah, no, we did do that wrong. Oops. I guess it doesn't matter. We should have, Okay, so it doesn't matter. I was gonna say, I think we should have played the land last. Alright, this looks pretty grim. We need another Doomscar ASAP. As soon as possible, please. That's not it. We do have them down to 8. Which is close. But things are looking grim. We'll have to chump block and take the draw. We get them down to 7. We have Menace if they overextend. Oh, well, there's the life gain, right? Nice. That's going to stop us in our tracks. Tilda is so good. Not what we need. We need a Doomscar. Oh, well, that's not what we need either. How have we not picked up a Hallowed Haunting? Right? That's game. We get pretty close, but, you know, it's no cigar. We can try to pick up something here. But with only 4 mana, it's just not doing it. Taking our draws just to see if we would have gotten it. No, no dice. Doesn't matter how far you dig. Alrighty, nice looking land. We just need a field wipe. Gruul can escape the meat hook pretty quickly. Four damage next turn. Or we try to get to the hook. If they Rangers class, we're screwed. Let's get burned by Tribute to Hirobi one more time. Let's make sure that it's not a good card. Alright, we have to be absolutely positive that this card sucks. Oh, they are going for it. That's a bummer. Big hit. Alrighty. Yeah. Tribute to Hirobi. Good in theory. Bad in execution. We need single target on the puppers. They get a draw, which is deadly. Toss a land, put it back into play. Grab our rats. And then how can we survive? We can hook for 2. That won't work. We can hook for 4 next turn. They might, well, actually just kill our guy. Ouch. I was going to say they might push up Tovolar. They do. Oh, no. We might win. That was life or death. They need a shock, a play with fire to win. Sucks that we have to -4 on us, but it is what it is. Ooh, I thought that had haste. Alright, we're gonna come back here. Nice. Okay, that is good. We're only at 5. We have to be careful. And they're pouring down. We need another land. But we still just have to take it, don't we? But then we're getting hit for 6. It's the trample that's gonna get us. And this thing survives, right? So, I don't think we can do it. Let's just try to survive with blockers. I mean, it's not bad. It's a few 6/6s, right? And then we also flip to Knight for the Leech. Holy Toledos. We turned this around, didn't we? Oh, but they have the trample on everything. Right? Because they can activate this ability multiple times. I mean, that's the best we can do. That's the best that we can do. Woof. Where do they put this Midnight Scourge trample? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's a +7 on itself. Holy Toledos. Luckily we get that life gain. Alright, up to 11. And then the meat hook should seal the deal. Woof. Alright, oh, land. That doesn't do it. This isn't bad, though. And then we can attack for 4, and that's always a lot of fun. Even play the meat hook for a few more spirits on the haunting. I cannot believe we came back from that. Woof. Going first. Land is a little scary, but we could sacrifice the raid to draw. Risk it for the biscuit. Guaranteed we don't find a white land for like 10.5 turns. You should never risk it. No matter how appealing the biscuit looks. Just a white source off the top, right? Easy. That's all we need. This Hollow Priest is going to be problematic. Well, we get it or we don't. We're still too far behind. We can only hook for 1. This thing's going to go to like 15, right? We need a white source as soon as possible, so let's grab it here. Doomscar can set things straight. I wouldn't mind having the hook in play first, as we have 2 of them, but you never know. It's a good thing we have 3 wipes. It sucks that the Doomscar's there. Right, guaranteed they take the Doomscar. No, they take the wedding announcement. Interesting. What if I top deck a land, right? We don't. They're lucky. Discard the curse. I think grab the raid back. Just to keep us alive. Then I wouldn't mind the hook for 1. Right, 5, 6, 7, 10 damage. Just so we get life next turn when we Doomscar. Man, 1 land shy. Kind of sad, but hopefully they don't buff by 6. Could potentially have had lethal, right? Or some form of phase out. Guaranteed they have it. Oh no, this isn't good. So they're going to phase all their creatures out. What if we don't do it? We're dead. Faithful Guardian, I believe, is its name. Even just regular Indestructible is quite alright. That is what happens. So that sucks. Ooh, and that's game. All right. I mean, getting hit for 2 at least. Oh, no, that is actually just game. Mono white life gain. It's still doing its thing. The Indestructible. Clutch. Going first against number 411, Holy Toledo's. Can we get there? No turn 1. No turn 2. Yikes. Well, actually, no, we do have a turn 2. I shouldn't say that. It's foretelling the Doomscar. Mono green. I guess we'll need a second Doomscar. And a third and fourth. And a hook. And 2 copies of Hallowed Haunting. The Felidar retreats. Is that too much to ask for? Alright, number 411. Just needs to log into our Twitch stream to check out our hand. But they can't see that other card because it's behind my person. Only you guys who are already here get to see that. Oh no, I'm in the way. Typically that's not a good thing. You know, Starnheim Unleashed, bro. No, it's a Hollowed Voyage, right? All right, they hit for 2. This is the slowest I've ever seen a mono green player go. Dun, 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 dun. Oh my gosh. Now they're upset because I'm making fun of them live in front of 100 people. Hate that HGG guy. Such a bully. Get roped, streamer. Alright, man. What is happening? It's not on me. This is definitely on them. We've got ourselves a roper. Get ropped. Restoration is a go. Let's grab a land. In which we have plenty of. JT plays their third forest into a Rangers class, making it 2-2. We get hit. We discard a land. We grab it back. We play a land. We wipe now because we want this not to be destroyed, right? When it exiles and transforms. So we have to do the wipe now. I wanted to hold on and risk it for the biscuit a little longer, but I don't want to lose that 3-4 that makes, you know, chump blockers, right? It's got vigilance, man. It's fantastic. And then we can double drop here, actually, believe it or not. Curse of Leeches on our OP. They're down to 19. We go up to 14. We are all out of juice. Right? We've got nothing left. Spirit of Aldergard grabs a land, which is really cool. And it's going to be a 5-4, which is, you know, fairly decent. It shuts down our Architect of Restoration. Let's discard the land. Bring it back. Play a land. Play our raid. No attacks. 1 life, 1 damage through the curse. Snow-covered forest out. They have 4 left in hand, but the Rangers classes. Oh, Brody. That sucks. That is not good. So we're getting hit for 10, 11 damage here. Down to 5. Right? No, just 10. Sorry. Down to 6. All we're getting is land. This is not good. I guess our curse transforms when we don't play anything. But holy lands, you know what I mean? We're playing our 10th land. Our opponent's only at 6. Another Blizzard Brawl? Holy. Let me guess, you have a third too, don't you? I was kidding! That's not even funny. Gotta love it. Going first. That's nice. Good land. We might need a field wipe. Losing our chef. Immediately. No, they're gonna wait. They're gonna hold on. Hold the phone. I will attack. And they should have done it earlier, because now we can self-sacrifice if they do decide to do it. Yeah. It's actually fairly interesting that you can do that. second land. An Oracle into the Flame Channeler. Interesting. Let's just get ramping. Right, the more lands we can flood the field with, the bigger our meat hook is. No 2-drop in hand, but at the end of the day, I think I'd rather ramp with the meat hook. There is the Chef in the Grave, which we could bring back, but at this point, I don't think that's applicable. That's kind of like a late game thing. They just paid life for that. Interesting. With a Chandra. Okay, so this is going to be actually harder for us to deal with. Interesting.
Let's bring things up to a simmer.
4 damage here. Plus the one from Chandra for 5. I think the meat hook right now is okay, because now and there's other interaction later on in game, we might be okay. And then, you know, Chandra's going to be dealing massive amounts of damage if she can Emblem or Ultimate. So we need to dance around that. So Curse of Leeches gets out right away. Meat hook is out right away. Wedding Announcement really only if we need to defend, and we are getting that 3/4 to defend as well. Another Channeler. Then the Battery, which has haste itself. Chandra deals 1 damage to us, generates a mana, and then Ronin comes in as well. We get hit for 3. Oh, okay, I like that. So we flip, which is nice. That's a good defender. And then let's just grab life. I know it's not a blocker, but, you know, it does represent a double life transfer. Get drained, baby! We go up to 14, they're down to 15. Kind of keeping things even, which is nice. Chandra's at 5, though, which is not okay. Bad news bears on Chandra right now. So hopefully this Architect can, you know, dodge removal. Start swinging in. This is a top 150 player as well, which is quite nice. Ooh, right to our body. Now we can't block this. It's a 5/5. Wow, okay, that's dirty, yo. And Chandra pluses.
You're lucky this is a warning shot.
I think we block. I still think we block. Oh, no, we block the 2/2. That way we're getting some value. Hopefully they don't just kill us. I think they will. Maybe we can get lucky. Take Chandra down.
Not as bad as it looks.
Don't really want to give them rats, but maybe. Hirobi, don't burn me. Don't you burn me, Hirobi. We're up to 8. They're down to 13. All right, down to 7.
Toast?
They're up to 5 available mana. They can play to 6. They have 2 cards in hand. Hopefully, it's not too bad. Oh, that's fantastic. It's a good thing we have the meat hook. Takes them down a bit. We have to block this. That's not great. They're down to 9. These rats are gonna burn us, aren't they? We had a creature here, which is good. It's a 2/2. Wedding announcement out. So we get 2 more creatures, which is great. Plus the life gain through the curse. Chandra's down to 4, so we're mitigating. There's no attacks. Tied it up at 8. Let's go. They have 2 cards in hand. They have 4 blockers. That should be enough. They have 3 attackers. Maybe it's not enough, actually. Risky biscuits. Trample, double strike. Things like this are scary. Just direct damage, as we only have 8 life, is also frightening. They X out to play. It's a pit fighter. That's totally fine. Oh, okay, so we dodge a damage there. We get the rats, which is pretty cool. They're exiling from the top. They just got a Royal Eruption. That is good. Right? That's 3 damage. That takes us to 5. What do these counters do? Okay, remove a counter to exile from the top and they can play it. Ooh. Down to 4. Does this give it haste? No. I'm nervous. Alright, we get our rats. Which is fantastic. And then we just hive. Right? Pretty shizzer. They are pretty sure as well. Oh! 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 Rats didn't lose us the game, but I don't know how much they helped. It seems, in theory, it would be fantastic. You mean you're getting 3 creatures in front of a meat hook for 2 mana. That's ridiculous. But there's certain times where it's like, oh man, this might screw me. Going first against a 94% player, watch me lose. You know what I mean? Don't you screw me, rats! The thing about Tribute to Hirobi is if you play it early, it is very, very good. Very, very good, right? Because you'll gain all of the rats from both with the one flip. It's a thing. Life gain. We'll probably lose to life gain. You know what I mean? Such a good deck. We need to find a Doomscar. Just don't play the Valkyrie. Don't do it. Just skip over it, right? Three rat tokens. Oh my gosh. It's a lot of rattage. This 16, the sacrifices we make for a good deck, right? Circle of Confinement. Create the token first and then transform. Yep, those are in the right order. And then we'll take our Ritz back, please. Land out. Haunting out. Hit for 1. Sack a tapped rat. Take the draw. We love it. We absolutely love it. Hopefully they don't field wipe us. But even if they do, we already have Hollowed Haunting out. Era of Enlightenment. Scry 2. Interesting. I like it. Then they gain life, and then they transform it into a 2-2 with First Strike. It's like an Aura's build, maybe? We already have control of the Ritz. Sacrifice the Spirit for a draw. How do you not? We're missing out on damage, but it's just like so good to take draws, right? And now we get another tribute because of that, which remakes the Spirit, and then we're back to the rat attack. Oh man, tribute to Hirobi is doing really well this match. So it's like, you know, I was thinking about cutting it, but it's fire. It's a really good card, as long as you don't feed into your opponent. It really, I guess, depends on that matchup, right? Good game. Come on, let us hit you with the rats. In top 1200, it's not bad. I think that's basically kind of where we've been sitting. But a good deck, a fairly consistent build, so I like it. Let's break it down. Holy Toledo. So, in all honesty, I've been a little bit worried about Tribute to Hirobi. I'm sure I voiced that concern many times within today's gameplay. However, there are certain times where it just connects perfectly. And the value that it provides is really unlike anything else. The restoration is on that same level where, you know, it's an enchantment, plus it's generating multiple creatures. So I love it. It's also potentially a draw engine for you on the rest of your creatures, just like the Dockside Chef, which is really, really good. So, you know, between the Chef, between Hirobi, there's plenty of draw within the build without having to, you know, be using Shambling Gas and Deadly Dispute, which still I think is fine, but it's just like, it's nice to mix it up, right? I'm sure you guys feel the same way. So what did you think of the deck? Let me know in the comments. Make sure to like the video. It really does help, you know, my bottom line. You can also subscribe to the channel if you're interested in all of this. Again, every day we're doing new Mythic ranked decks. Standard for now. When the new Alchemy cards come out in a month, we'll probably switch over for that for a little bit. And, you know, just having fun with Magic Arena every day. So let's take a look at card of the day. Beautiful. This is a Divine Visitation, if we can focus here. 5-mana enchantment. If one or more creature tokens would be created under your control, create that many 4/4 white Angel Warrior creature tokens with flying and vigilance instead. Holy Toledos. That's a Mythic 5-drop, and man, when you're making multiple tokens per turn, woof, Divine Visitation is fun. This is one of the first jank decks that I made on the channel. Actually, years and years ago now, which is, it's crazy to think back like that. So if you guys ever want to have a good laugh, go watch some of my first videos. Woof. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a magical day. I know I've said it 100 times. I'm going to say it again. Like the video, comment, subscribe, share the channel to your friends. Make sure you're meeting strangers by introducing them to my YouTube channel as well. That's going to, kick things off on the right path. Most definitely. And I guess more importantly than everything, have a magical day, everyone. Cheers. We'll see you in the next.